Hello.
Hi everyone, this is
Hello.
JP Tong, and welcome to today's special edition. It's a program that's called How the Mind Works, okay? How your mind works. I thought that this is something that I would like to talk about uh, in greater depth, because as you all know, I've been uh, guiding everyone on the mindful meditation for 100 episodes already, and I thought, hey, since we're going to have a second lockdown, so why not talk about how the mind works so that everybody will understand yourself better, and then from there, I know that some of you out there who are still under lockdown after all these months are struggling. So hopefully this special session will enable you to understand your mind better, and then we can find solutions on how we can help you be more positive and take this lockdown more constructively, and how it will benefit you even further. Okay, so now today, excuse me, is also very special because we have a virtual audience here. All right, so this virtual audience, we can only fit 9 people here. Okay, so there's one couple who's sharing a screen, and the rest of you can actually just watch online. Okay, so you do have a choice. You can actually uh, requests to be a live audience, and you can ask me questions directly. Or for those of you whom I heard you're very shy, you do not want to be uh, broadcasted live, then it's fine as well. You can always ask me questions, just write at the comment section. Okay, so let's welcome our virtual audience today. Oh, hi Moon, Victoria, Calissa, Cochran, and wife. I cannot see your wife, Cochran. She needs to come. Yeah. And then we have Janelle, Cousin, Agnes all the way from Bangkok. Hello. And Ayao. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us or joining me tonight. Now, okay, let me start. So, how the mind works. You see, why do I want to talk about this? Because I have been hearing that a lot of people are very stressed from this lockdown. In Malaysia, we're going through another lockdown called MCO, Movement Control Order 2.0, whereby every everyone is supposed to stay at home as much as we can. And many people's lives are affected as a result. Some are losing their jobs. They're not, they're very worried and stressed. Some just cannot take it anymore, and because we're so used to going out, being busy, getting on with life, and even sending children to school, and so on and so forth. So, and I also read that many people calling are seeking for help to because they're very depressed as a result. So the hotlines are all congested, and people just don't know how to get out of this mental suffering that they're going through. So I hope that if that by shedding some light of how our mind works, it will help us at least bring in some light, bring in some hope, whereby we can then, because we understand how the mind works, then we will know what to do to help the mind become more effective, to actually see the light at the end of the tunnel, especially during this lockdown. Okay, so why is it important to understand how the mind works? That's one. So, well, everything we do, we actually control from our mind. Everything in our lives actually comes from the mind. So a lot of times we always say, "Oh, but I cannot help it. I feel like this, I feel like that." Or I've even heard some people say, "I don't know what else to do anymore." And even some who says, "Wow, with this pandemic, I'm questioning my religion. I'm questioning my existence. I'm questioning everything that I have been doing through all these decades, because it seems to be, the end of the world is coming. So I might as well just live my life to the fullest and just do everything that I want to do." See, there's no right, no wrong. So what I'm trying to say is, People just go through different, because of this huge change in our environment, and there is no way out of it. We just have to weather it through together globally. And there's nothing you can do. You're literally locking yourself up in your room, which many people have not done, unless you are used to meditating. Okay, if you're used to meditating for many, many days, then this is a breeze. This is a breeze. All right. But how many people do meditate? How many people actually do their own retreat and not do anything and just stay in their room, not doing anything, and contemplate on life? Not many people do that. Okay. So today I'm going to show you an example of a glass of water. Okay. This is your mind. At the bottom, it's all the things, all the dirt. Dirt, you have stone, you have a lot of things inside. Okay? So this is your mind. It has a lot of distractions, your likes, your dislikes, what you're used to doing, and whatever it is that makes up part of your mind. All right? So, and when your mind is clear, that means when your mind is very calm.
Can't see JP now.
Can you see? Okay, so this glass, you can actually see through it. This is your mind. So when your mind is very calm, you can actually see what's behind it. You can see my finger, right? This is what happens when your mind is very calm. You will be able to see things with more clarity. All right, as compared to this right here. Now you see what happens? When you do your favorite things, you go shopping, you go working, you do this, you want to go have fun with your friends, all the things that you keep yourself busy. Distraction, 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 distraction. One thing after another, one thing after another, just nonstop. Even when you sit down, your mind is all over the place. You're thinking about this, thinking about that. My back aches. I'm feeling bored. I don't want to do this anymore. On and on and on and on and on and on and on. Okay, I put my finger behind the glass. Can you guys see it? No, right?
No.
Exactly. So, and I'm trying to, and you're trying to figure out, why am I so confused? I'm going through life and blah 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 blah. I'm doing this. I'm so busy. Oh, and then you ask yourself, what's all that busyness about? And then you want to take a break. You want to take a break. You want to go on a holiday. Unfortunately, it's lockdown. You cannot take a break. You cannot go on a holiday. And even if when you go on a holiday, you're going sightseeing. Okay, sightseeing. You're rushing around. If you're joining a tour, you're rushing from this place to another place. You're eating, you're shopping, everything. Just on and on and on and on and on, and your mind is still constantly like this. And you think you're relaxing, and you really think that you're giving yourself a break, but your mind is still like this. Then you come back, you go, wow, nice. I just went to see this, I went to eat that, and da 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 da. But your mind is still like this, cluttered. Sometimes when you come back from a vacation, you say, hey, I'm so tired, I need another one. Right? It's because this is what happens. This is what happens. Okay, for an untrained mind, for someone, for those of us who have not spent the time to learn how to control the mind, obviously it's out of control. When the mind is out of control, it'll look like this. So how do you expect yourself to have clarity in your life? How do you expect? Does that make sense? And then you're just going on and on and on because why? The whole world is doing this. So you thought that it's normal. What? It's normal. It's normal to be like this because everyone is doing. This is called happiness. This is what everyone is busy doing. And I put this on Facebook, I put this on Instagram, I put it on TikTok, whatever it is. Look how fast I'm stirring this. Look. Wow. Isn't this wonderful? And you go on and 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 on. Then at the end of the day, when you are faced with challenges, things don't work out the way you want it to work out, and you go, wait a minute, what's happening? And then you're trying to see through. You're trying to see through, and you go, oh God, I don't know what's happening. And then you get stressed, you get depressed, you get angry, and whatever it is that is brewing up in you. And then you still cannot see what's wrong, what's happening to yourself. And no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you try, you're going round and round like this in your mind. No matter how hard you try, you just cannot see what you're doing to help yourself. And that is why a lot of times people have to take medication to calm themselves. Because why? They're totally out of control, and some people get anxiety attacks. Some go into depression. You have to seek medical help to help yourself calm your mind. And that is what happens. So when we are so busy doing this and we keep telling ourselves it's okay and it's okay, and when you really want to have clarity of the mind and you've never practiced, you've never even learned about how the mind works, and you keep stirring it with all your distractions, and you keep telling yourself it's okay, that's what you want to do. I want to have my bucket list and this and that and this and that. And you go on and on. Oh yeah, I need to do the eat, pray, love thing, and so on, so forth. I have 1,000 things in my bucket list I have to go through, and you just keep stirring it, and you keep stirring it, and you keep stirring it, and then you're like, what happened? Does that make sense? Any questions so far? No questions? Sounds sad, right? Everybody looks very sad and very stressed now. Don't worry, that's why I'm here. See? So what I'm saying is this. Of course, we're gonna have all the distractions here, okay? Oh, I want to go shopping, I want to eat my favorite food, I want to hang out with my best friend, I want to be with my children, I want to do this, I do that. Of course you can. I'm not saying you don't. But what I'm saying is, how do we get our mind to be like this? Clear, so that you can see through. That's very important. Okay? We will never be able to get rid of this. Not yet. This takes a lot of effort. Can you imagine? Wait. I have my props today. In my other programs, I will teach you how to look at what is inside here. You see, you have pebbles, you have fertilizer, you have sand. There's a lot of things in your mind. So after my special editions program, How Your Mind Works, then after Chinese New Year, I will go into contemplation, how to actually contemplate. Contemplate means to look at every aspect of your mind. Now that you know how it works, to look into everything and then you analyze it. So you have to do contemplative meditation. Isn't it exciting? So once you analyze it, you know what you have inside your mind, then you go, no wonder. No wonder when JP says this, it makes me so angry. No wonder when my wife said this, wow, I want to slap her. Oh, when I see that meal, I must have it. I must have the bak kut teh. I must have the suyo. I must. If not, I'm going to be very miserable. I must have the chicken rice. Whatever it is that you like to do, lah. Okay. Then we'll go. Why? Why must you? Why? I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. You see, when I help you learn the tools, and you can go and you know why you're so attached to that certain thing, then you can make better choices in your life. At the end of the day, it's all up to us. Do I want to continue having this in my mind, or do I want to let go of it? So you learn to reprioritize what you want in your mind. You see, the mind is like it's like a program. This body is like your computer, it's like your laptop. So what you have been doing every day is like you're writing a program. It's like a software. Everything you do, you are writing a program to put inside. I like, I don't like, I like, I don't like, I like, I don't like, I like, I don't like. I want my $1 million. Who cares what you think? Who cares? You know, I will play politics in my office and stab everyone behind the back because I want the $1 million. Or I want to be a GM. I want to be the CEO. Who cares? Oh, I want to sleep with this boy, this girl, because why? I just want to have fun. Who cares what they think? Whatever it is. Oh, I want to go shopping. You know, I have like 1,000 pairs of shoes, but it's okay because I like it. Who cares, you know? If I cannot pay my credit card bill, I'll just pay installment. Or you're so used to going out, or you're so used to going out and being busy. Oh, now it's lockdown. Oh, I feel so miserable. I feel so miserable. So what do I do? So I drown my sorrows away. And like I say, a lot of my friends are having drinking parties. And they go, cheers, JP, cheers. I'm like, sorry, I can't cheers with you. I'm living in a religious retreat. I cannot do that. You see? But see, that's the way to escape. That's the way to escape. Right? And a lot of my friends say, are you okay staying there, you know, all by yourself in your little room? Don't you feel bored? Don't you feel lonely? I was like, not really. Not really. Because why? I've been reprogramming myself. Reprogramming myself. And it takes years. It takes years to reprogram our mind. So along the way, you see now, so when you understand that the mind is a lot of programming, that is why once you like something or once you do something long enough, you'll be on automatic mode. Do you realize that? A lot of things we're on automatic mode that a lot of times you don't even remember what you did because you're on auto mode. And that's how our body, that's how our mind is wired to do so. We just, once we know it, it's on automatic mode and we become good at it. And we can even close both eyes and just do it because we're so used to it. That's how the mind works. That's how the mind works. So if there's certain things in your life that you think, I can always improve. I can always improve. Okay, so let me read once a month. Let me meditate once a year. Let me go on diet because my doctor said that I need to go on diet. Let me just do that as and when I feel like it. I will cheat here, cheat there. How many of us do that? Right? And then you go, hey, why my life is still the same? Why? It's because most of the time you are on the same program. Your mind is wired the same way and you expect a different result. Just because you did something for that one day or that 1 hour out of the 365 days, you think, wow, you have changed your program. Unfortunately, the mind doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So how do we reprogram? It takes constant programming, constant programming. You have to first of all understand what you have programmed yourself throughout all your years of being alive, since you're a baby until now, how you have programmed yourself. You know, whatever has happened in your life throughout, you have actually programmed it into your mind. Whatever is in your mind, it will manifest to your body. You see, that's why a lot of doctors say, oh, you're having a stroke, you're having high blood pressure. Is it because of your stress? Is it because of your stress? That's the first thing that my doctor asked me. Are you very stressed at work? Because I was having high blood pressure. I was like, not really. I feel very calm. He said, no, no, no. It must be a part of your stress because you're so used to it, you don't even realize it. But of course, later I realized it's not because of my stress, it's because of my sleep apnea, because I cannot breathe. But now I can breathe because I have that machine to help me, and then I have allergies, in my room and all that. So I've done that. So you see, that's what the doctor says. So what I'm trying to say is this: the mental condition will actually affect our mental condition will actually affect our health, our body. So that's why you see, when we understand how the mind works, it's so powerful. It is so powerful. We always are so inspired by people who do things beyond themselves, beyond what normal people can do. And we all have the potential. We all have the potential. It's just whether or not you know how your mind works. And if you know how your mind works, you will be able, it's like a tool. You will know, it's like a program. If you know how to write that program, you can, and then you study how you can write it very well. You just have to do it. And you have to keep doing it and tweak it, do it and tweak it, your version. Your version. Then you become a superhuman, ultimately, superhuman. If not, you just want to have peace and quiet, and you want to be happy, and you want to be successful in whatever ways. Success is very subjective, yeah? So whatever ways you think you're happy with, you will be able to do that. You'll be able to do that uh, step by step by step by step by step, and you will be able to see the results at the end of the day. You will be. Okay? Do we have any questions so far? From our virtual audience, you're very quiet. Are you falling asleep?
So far, so good, JP.
So far, so good.
Very good. Thank you.
It's a very good mechanism that you show the example. It's very good.
Okay, so it makes sense, right?
Yep, it makes sense.
Anything that
Yes.
makes sense? Kirsten, did you understand? She's laughing. She's sitting there looking pretty because she wants to go live. She
Hello, sorry. Sorry, because my mic got problem. I can't, so I have to unmute it. I can hear you, but I have to, my mic got issues, so I have to mute it.
yeah. Yeah, her mic got issues. You sound like a robot. Agnes, any questions?
So far now.
Wow. Okay, that's great.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do we have any questions from the people watching? Let me see. I don't even know who's here. Let me see who's here. Oh, hi, Audrey. Hi, Sharon, Eiling, Jerry, and the rest of you I do not see. Sup Fun. Hi, Anne, Yiling. Hi, Nancy. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, no questions, is it? Wow, I'm glad that my explanation was very clear. No questions. Maybe I'll ask you guys some questions. Stress you all. Okay, let me see if I've covered everything. Okay, so now that you know how the mind works, okay, that is why a lot of times we always say, but I cannot help it because based on my past experience, this happened. And then when I did option A, it brought me the results that I want. If I do option B, it actually backfired. So obviously I will always choose option A. Even in similar situations in the future, if it reminds me of my previous experiences, but they were similar, I would most likely choose option A instead of option B. And that is why we are so tuned, we are so programmed to think like that. And that is why a lot of times we miss out certain opportunities in our life. Okay, because why? Because we don't realize this. We don't realize that that the time has changed, situation has changed. All right. So the conditions have changed. Although it may look similar, but the outcome, there's a chance that the outcome might be different because of different situation, different conditions, and different time of your life. So that is why, remember during my meditation class, I always say, you know, how people always say, oh, you know, the power of the now, the power of the now. What does that actually mean? The power of the now is not live your life to the fullest. You know, a lot of my friends from the States, they say, oh yeah, you know, JP, carpe diem, you know, just live, just, you know, just be in the now and just live your best life now. And then you further indulge, and you know, you quickly do your do all your bucket list and all that. That's not living in the now means. It's not what it means. Anybody remember what I said about living in the now? It's test time. Anybody remember? Total quiet.
Cannot remember.
Oh, no. Okay. Anybody want to give it a try? Even those who are not in the virtual audience, you can also type. You can type in the comment section on Facebook, and I can read it. Anybody?
Can I try?
Yes.
Build your own path right now, right path for better future.
Yeah. Yes. Any more? That is part of it, Calissa. Very good. That's part of it. Kirsten, you can type in. Oh, who's that? Victoria?
Yes.
Okay, Victoria.
Yeah, living in the moment right now to gain a lot of appreciation, gratitude, whatever we have now. Yes. Even though in nature, what we have, living in this life, yeah, our house, our home, we have a warm bed, everything we have right now. This is
So
appreciation.
why is it important to appreciate and have gratitude?
Yeah, because with appreciate and gratitude, then we gain a lot of realization what we should live and plan in the future.
Okay.
And yeah,
Else?
that's all. Thank you.
Okay, great. See, that is part of being in the now. Okay, that is part of the benefit of being in the now. Being fully aware of what you have right now. Okay, to expand on Victoria's sharing, thank you very much, is also gratitude. Remember, I said gratitude is also very important because why? When we realize how much we have already, how much we have already, we can be happy right now. We do not have to wait for that extra $1 million, for that dress, that roast pork, whatever it is that you like, for that relationship, to be happy. Happiness is a choice. And a lot of times happy is a choice, but I cannot fake it, you know. I don't feel happy. It's because why? It's because the person is not mindful of what the person is so blessed with. For us to even communicate online right now, do you know how many millions of people out there who don't even have this opportunity? To even sit here under a roof in a clean environment on decent furniture. Do you know how many hundreds of millions of people out there who don't even have this opportunity? Even having light, a fan, air conditioning. Even our air. Why are we inside here? Because why our air out there may be contaminated with COVID-19, right? So even this space that we're in right now, that we're blessed to be in a safe place, we should be happy. Even our health. Right now, we can sit here and listen. You know, all my five senses, my organs are all working. That is a blessing. When you talk to somebody in the ICU, they'll look at you and go, "Oh my goodness, how I wish I have your body healthy, not having to suffer. Oh, I wish I had that." You see, so when we become mindful of all the things that we're so blessed with right now, you should be like, yay, jumping up and down like this. I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, yay. Already. So that's why with gratitude, just to expand on what Victoria said, yes, appreciate and be grateful. Because when we truly appreciate and are grateful of what we already have, and it's so much already, we don't have to fake the happiness. We'll be like, oh yeah, I'm so happy. Wow, you know, I can breathe properly. You know, on video, I see people who have COVID-19 and they even struggle breathing. Oh my goodness. And here I am breathing. Don't have to wear a mask, you know, because there's no virus here. Wow. I'm very, 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 very blessed. Yeah, so that's why the power of now is so, so, so important. When we live in the present moment, when we live in the now, there's so much joy and so much peace already. And that's all, and that's a matter of choice. Choosing to live in the now. And there's so many books that write about it. So many books. Okay? So it's not, oh, really, live in the now. Oh, let me drink up all my wine. Oh, let me eat, indulge. You know, let me do all the bucket list. That's not it. That's a different thing. The power of the now is realizing that we're so blessed with what we already have right now. And at the same time, what we can do right now will determine what we are going to be in the future. It's programming. So if you don't like your life now, or if you you like it, it can be better, right? A lot of times our lives are pretty good, but it can always be better, right? It can always be better. So you have to reprogram, and keep reprogramming, reprogram until you're happy with it. Or you can even be happy as you are reprogramming. Because why? You know that you're putting in so much effort to do something with your life. So even the journey becomes delightful. It takes a lot of effort. To reprogram, it takes a lot of effort, okay? A lot of effort. I mean, some of you whom I know try to be vegetarian and they tell me, yeah, I'll do 3 weeks, then 1 week off. Then, hey, why you still having your chicken rice? The person is laughing now. Why having a chicken rice? I'm taking my break, ma. Okay. Some people are like that. So fine, I'm not here to judge. I'm, I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying, okay, if your intention is clear and if you want to be a vegetarian, then take the challenge and go all the way. Go all the way. Whatever it is. I'm not saying everyone should be a vegetarian. I'm not. I'm just saying whatever the goal is, go all out. Go all out. Because if you want something bad enough, you have to rewrite the program. So when you rewrite the program, it's a lot of sleepless nights. It's a lot of wow, brainstorming. Okay, let me brainstorm how to do this, how to do this, how to do this, how to do this, how to do this. It's not easy. For those of you who have become who you've become, it took a lot of effort. All the success in your life took a lot of effort. Of course, there are some cases where, you're very lucky, you're at the right place at the right time, and things happen for you. But you see, a fairy tale story doesn't happen every time, right? Right or no? Am I wrong? You're all very lucky, is it?
You're all very lucky.
You're very lucky. Yeah. Then I better rub your, rub some of the good luck to me. When I see you like this, I'll be like, okay, come, let me rub some good luck energy. Okay, but most of us have to work very, very hard, very, very hard to get to where we are. Even our health, my goodness, for my high blood pressure, how many doctors I went to see how come I have high blood pressure? I'm vegetarian, I have high blood pressure. Can you imagine? I couldn't understand. So I went to see one doctor after another, all the specialists. It's a lot of hard work. Driving up and down from Bandung to KL, one specialist after another to treat my sleep apnea and all the problems that I have. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard. That's for sure. Okay, so nothing comes easy. If I say, oh yeah, you watch my program or any of the programs in Kechara, and definitely, wow, you'll be a billionaire lah. You will be on cloud nine. You'll be so happy. I'm lying to you. Not so easy. But when you put in a little bit of effort, you will experience certain. You'll definitely feel a difference. That's for sure. That's for sure. I have a friend whom I am sharing some of what I know about how the mind works, and I've been sharing with her. She owns a very big company, and she went through certain things in her life, and she's very successful. And excuse me, and she was going through a lot of personal turmoil. And I spoke to her, and I gave her a lot of books to read, and I shared with her, and that little bit of explanation from how the mind works, she already told me it really helps. It really helped because when I first met her last year, she was very, very down. Not that she's not a smart person; she's highly successful. She owns a public listed company and all that, but it's just that there's certain things about her mind that she could not let go of. So when I shared with her how the mind works and how to reprogram the mind and to look at things from a different light, from a different angle, immediately she got it, and then she immediately was smiling. So for all of us who are learned, who are exposed, what's important is knowledge. When we have the knowledge and you keep asking until you get it. Until you get it. That's me. See, when I attend any talks, I always ask. I will ask and ask and ask and ask and ask until I get it, because my intention is very, very clear. My intention is, since I'm going to invest this much of my time here and not watching Netflix, okay, I might as well learn and understand all the way, because no point, because whatever I learn, I know it will benefit me. So don't feel that, oh, if I ask so many questions, will I look dumb or stupid? No. It only shows me that you're listening and you are learning. You're putting in the effort for yourself. For yourself, because why? Because you deserve to be happier. You deserve to be more successful in whatever ways that mean for you. You all deserve it. And this is something that we have to tell ourselves. Okay? So, any questions? Yiling, do you think we are constantly busy to avoid looking at our mind? Well, a lot of times, well, it's case to case, Yiling. But in a lot, this is something that we have to ask ourselves. We have to ask ourselves, do we like to read books to help us understand ourselves better? If yes, why? If no, why not? These questions are very, very personal. That is why, in order for us to reprogram how we operate in our mind, we have to be brutally honest with ourselves. Brutally honest with ourselves. You see, we like to play tricks with our mind. It's okay lah. Today is cheat day. It's okay lah. Really? Oh, I will only do this if I have a buddy who will go and exercise with me. So if a buddy don't exercise, then I don't exercise. That's okay, right? You see, this is how the mind likes to play tricks with itself. We are very good with playing mind games with ourselves. Do you realize that? Oh, I'm going to be vegetarian, but it's okay lah. It's my cheat week, so I'm going to have 10 more chickens and beef and steak. Meat. It's okay. Because why? Because 3 weeks out of the 4 weeks, I'm eating vegetarian. Right? So, and you have to ask yourself, I'm not judging. This is something we have to ask ourselves. If I keep feeding my attachment, although my intention is I want to be vegetarian, am I really helping myself? Or am I just playing games with myself, playing mind games? See, because some of us are so good in playing mind games with other people, manipulating, or not manipulating, sorry, wrong word, being skillful, maneuvering, getting things we done, doing things that we want to get done in a corporate life with our spouses, with our partners. So we like to play games with their mind. You're so good at it with other people. Of course, you play games with yourself. Do you notice that? Yeah. All of us are guilty, okay? All of us. So see, now you are aware. Oh yeah. Yeah. And for those of you who want to quit smoking, let me have that. It's okay. I'm quitting. I'm just, instead of 1 pack a day, I just do half a pack. Instead of half a pack, maybe I just do 3 sticks a day. But you keep feeding your addiction. So how are you going to do it? Some people can do it. Some people cannot. So we have to be brutally honest with ourselves. So that's why, if the intention is very clear, then stick with it. So that's why when we understand how our mind works, then you go, aha, I caught you. So you have a Jekyll and Hyde situation, So you'll be like talking to yourself, aha, I don't do this, you have to do this, aha, no. So which one will fight? Which one will be stronger? I taught that in our meditation, right? So you focus to the one that is supposed to benefit you more. You focus on that and just ask the other one to shut up. It will still be there. Just turn your head and focus. Breathe in, breathe out, and focus. Remember that technique? It works. But you see, for those of you who have been meditating with me, I hope you have been meditating, I hope, and not like, okay, thank you for your 100th episode, thank you, and then that's it. You don't do it. After Chinese New Year, I will test all of you, yeah? Especially Agnes. I know Agnes have been cooking away and cooking and eating and partying in Bangkok. I've been following her to spy on her to see what she's doing. Then I'll say, okay, we do a virtual audience. Let's see how Agnes meditate. Then we'll see her. She'll be like, how? How do we meditate, JP? Okay, any other questions? Yes, Janelle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want to know how you treat high blood pressure.
Oh, for my case, because my high blood pressure was triggered by sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is when you sleep and you cannot breathe, okay, because of my sinus and because of my tongue going backwards. So there are many reasons for high blood pressure. If your high blood pressure is due to stress, then definitely well, you have to see a doctor. That is the main thing. Because if your pressure is too high, it can be very dangerous. So definitely to go see a doctor. Then when you're on medication, then you can do things like um, meditation. I know that helps. Whatever that calms you. Some people like to do handicraft. You can do handicraft. You can do gardening. Just be careful because gardening, if you're under the hot sun, it can increase your blood pressure. Do activities that are very therapeutic. Many people are now doing cycling. Yeah, cycling. Even some are swimming, walking. Walking helps because when you're focused on one thing, yeah, you're focused on walking, you're focused on cycling, whatever it is, it's about the focusing on that one thing. That helps. Of course, when it's something physical, because you're sweating it out. That also helps. Okay, so it's case to case. So for me, it's because of a sleep apnea, and because in Bentong is very humid, very humid. So a lot of things like like the curtain behind me, it gets very moldy very easily. So I have to deep clean my room once a week and make sure that there's no mold. And then I have my medication, I have my machine, and that helped lower my pressure. That's for me. So for you, I'm not sure what condition uh, is causing your blood pressure. This you have to consult the doctor. But definitely, I know meditation and any type of therapeutic activities will help lower it. Okay. Any more questions? Yes, Calista.
Can I just have a quick question that if let's say we often dream a lot at night, is it because our mind are really like just now the sample that you show that we actually have a lot of things that we need to do in our mind? That's why it
Oh
counts
yes,
as a dream.
that's also a reason. Like for me, as soon as I close my eyes, I'm dreaming. There's not one night in my life that I don't dream. I can be dozing off in this recliner. I'm dreaming already. I'm dreaming already. Yeah, but how deep is your sleep also depends on your state of mind, and your health condition as well. Okay, so sleep is very important. For people who meditate a lot, they don't need to sleep so much because their mind is well rested. That's what I notice. That's what I notice. Yeah, people who advanced meditators do not need to sleep a lot. Okay. Yes, Cochran.
Yes, JP. Just a comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned about brutally honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, some of us are basically, we do not have the courage to face up on things that we need to improve to reprogram our mind.
Okay.
So, are there any simple methods, but they are effective in helping us to have the courage to face up to our so-called weakness in our minds, and how do we move on from there?
Okay. Well, that's a very good question. That's a very good question, right? So a lot of times, yes, we are afraid. We are afraid to look at ourselves honestly. Terrified. Oh, this is something that I don't like about myself. I don't want to deal with it. I don't. So the question the question we need to ask ourselves is, what is the intention in the first place? Why do we want to confront ourselves? Why do we want to look at things that we are really not happy with, and we have shelved it for so many years because like you say, we don't have the courage to confront it. It's too it makes me very depressed, or it makes me very angry, or whatever it is that you feel. So one of the ways is, or number one is ask yourself, do you really want it bad enough to overcome it? Because if your answer is yes, yes, I do want it bad enough, but the fear is always there. Whatever the fears are, it's always there. That's where meditation comes in. That's why when we meditate every day, or some people call mindfulness training, whereby you just focus on one thing. In our session, it's about focusing on the breath. When you have a good control of your mind through your daily meditation, you see, Colin, when you do your daily prayers, you do a lot of visualization. When you do that constantly, it also helps you improve your control of your mind. Once you have a good control of your mind, you can have a good control on your focus. So you focus on addressing, literally addressing an aspect of your mind that you do not wish to. Your fear is there. So instead of focusing on your fear, you focus on the disease. What is that disease? The disease means the thing in your mind that is bothering you. Okay? Not a physical disease, okay? The dis-ease, D-I-S-E-A-S-E, dis-ease. How do look at it like a doctor? Look at it. Emotions arise, your fears arise, all the emotions will arise, your thoughts, your memories will arise. So watch it, focus on that issue in your mind, focus on it, and understand what's happening and see what you can do to resolve it. See what you can do to resolve. The emotions will definitely arise. The first few times it will keep arising, and then you may be a bit destabilized. Slowly. It takes time, Cockland. I'm not saying as soon as you confront it and then ka-ching, yay, you let go. It will not happen so soon unless you have been so diligent for the past 1 month after our session. You have been diligently doing your meditation. Okay, 45 minutes without fail, and then wow, every time your thoughts arise, you come back and you're so good at it already. Then when you actually confront yourself, although your fear is there, you'll be able to go, oh, JP, yes, my fear is there. I watch it. I say bye-bye to it, but I still come back and really take a good look at the issues that are not serving me. It's about time. So again, are you honest with yourself that you have actually prepared yourself to have that control of the mind to just zoom in, acknowledge your fear, but just zoom in and just let your fear pass? So have you been diligent enough? You don't have to tell me. I saw your reaction. Very small. I can still see your reaction.
Well, JP,
So,
it's basically many years ago, I have the fear of confronting my boss
okay.
because he's kind of a fierce person. So as I move on and then change jobs, and then when I came to Kechara, I got to know his Eminence Rinpoche and everything. My opinion of confronting fear is just that whatever fear that we have in front of us, in China or in Cantonese, people say, "唔會死㗎嘛," just do it, confront it and move on. Worst thing is you get kicked out or anything, but 唔會死嘅. So that's how I confront some of my fears, and it has worked. It has worked.
Great.
Yeah, and since I've having the protector practice it gives me more added comfort that I know the protector is there, his blessings is there, and we just ask the protector for help to move on and conquer our own fears.
Great.
That's sharing. That's just a sharing. Yeah.
That's wonderful. You see, but not everyone has a spiritual practice. So for people who don't have a spiritual practice, this is what you need to do psychologically. So that's why asking yourself, question yourself, what is the fear about? And I'm glad that that you did share that because you ask yourself, so what's the fear about? You lose a job. So can you still survive if you lose a job? Not everyone can. So if you cannot, then perhaps it's time to move on and look for another job. Perhaps. But for some people, yeah, I can afford it. So what's the fear about? Oh yeah, it's all made up. You know, it's because maybe you remembered your teacher used to be scolding you all the time, so you're so terrified, so you're living from your past. Maybe your maybe your parent were very strict with you, and every time when they raise their voice, it reminds you. So when your boss raises his voice, subconsciously it triggers that fear in you because one of your parents used to scream and shout at you. So there are many reasons for many people. Yeah, so there's no hard and fast rule how you can overcome your fear. What I'm saying is, if you can reason it and convince yourself fully that, oh yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of, wonderful. But for those who cannot help it, the fear will always come out no matter how you rationalize it. Then at least learn to control your mind. Control your focus is easier to control the focus to something that you truly want, and just be more constructive about it. Yeah. Many people will rationalize, yeah, logically, yeah, there's something to feel, but you just cannot help it. How many times do we feel like that? Right? Oh, but I cannot help it. So how? So what do? That's where it's about changing the focus. Yes, the fear will be there, but change the focus to something else. Okay, so your method works for you, and the other method also works for some people. So again, there's no hard and fast rule. It's great that we're having this dialogue because why? Many people who are watching now will say, "Oh yeah, that's how my mind works." Different people's mind work differently. There's no one rule that will help everyone. That's why I'm glad that we have this virtual audience because why? We can share. We can share online without reading the comments, and everybody can participate. Okay? Any other questions?
Thank you.
You're most welcome. It's supposed to be a 45-minute program. I think we've overrun again. Any more questions from anyone?
Yeah, JP. Is
Yes.
there a link we can sponsor this program?
Oh yes. I will get Freon to work on it. There is a link. Thank you very much for sponsoring. I forgot to put the link. My bad. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, please do. If you like our online program, not just my program, any other program, please do that because there are certain costs that goes into this. Like in this entire program, we have to pay external sources for that. So thank you very much. And because we are a non-profit organization, so we do survive on donations. So thank you very much. Thank you. And anybody else? Are there any comments on Facebook? No. So thank you. What is this? Sharon says, living in the now is to live life with a meaningful purpose. Living in the now is to live life with a meaningful purpose. Yes. Thank you very much, Sharon. With a meaningful purpose. So what does meaningful purpose mean? See, some people say, well, I like to go shopping. It's very meaningful for me. I like to just indulge in my family. That's very meaningful. Oh, I like to save stray dogs and stray cats. It's very meaningful. Oh, I like to go online and do research and pursue my PhD. That's very meaningful for me. So that again is very subjective. Very subjective. But which direction is healthier for the mind? That's what we are examining. Healthier for the mind. Okay, remember I was saying, whatever we do, are we doing this to our mind? If we are, and you still want that, are people who say, I want to enjoy, I want to do all this. I still want to pursue my, I already have this many millions. I want more. I already have like top to bottom Chanel. I want more. I want a Ferrari. I want more. Fine. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying then fine. Invest in time. Invest in yourself to push all that distraction away downwards so that your mind is clear. And then when you want to resolve certain problems in your life, you can still see through it. Does that make sense? We are not going to be monks and nuns. Let's face it. All right. But at least you have a good control of your mind. And when you say, okay, all distractions, please go down, subside, so that I have a clarity of the mind. I can be happy, peaceful, very purposeful, and I'm happy, and that's it. And that's my life. And you still go through life like this. It's fine. You see, at least you can learn to push down all this distraction when you want to. Isn't that better? Makes sense, right? So don't worry. I'm not trying to make you renounce everything. It won't happen, Wana. You see, so when we are brutally honest with ourselves, we go, oh yeah, I'm not such a bad student anymore, correct?
JP,
Yes.
yeah, we are not going to be monks and nuns, but we can certainly create the cause for that to happen.
Definitely. But you see, not everyone here is a Buddhist. Not everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to be mindful too. And not everyone has a religion. So what do we do? It's okay. So look at it on a scientific point of view, and I think that's very, very good enough. Of course, if you are of a certain religion, you use whatever is taught in your religion to help you. But of course, focus on the kindness, the loving kindness, the essence of the religion. All religions teach us to be more kind, more loving, more compassionate, more selfless, more forgiving, more open, more accepting of the diversity, non-judgmental. No one is going to say you're going to go to hell because you don't accept my doctrine. The essence of all religions is to make a person better, not worse, not more fixated, more opinionated, and all that. Because why? We're already very good at it. You don't need a religion to teach us what we're good at. We're very opinionated, very judgmental. We're very good. So we don't need a religion to do that. Right? You ask Agnes, she'll say yes. We don't need a religion to do that. So yes, definitely. Okay? So whatever your religious aspirations may be, that will be your intention. That will be your purpose. That will be your higher reason of this life. And that is something to strive towards. Okay? But I have to be very clear. Very, very clear. Okay? I thank you very much. We're way past our time limit. I was told by the producers to only speak until 45 minutes because nobody likes to watch my program if it's like 1 hour. Oh, sigh. You see, I get a lot of pressure from my producers in Kechara. I talk too much. So I hope you guys enjoyed this program. We will have another session on this coming Wednesday and on Friday. Okay? And I will most likely extend to the following Monday and Wednesday. We shall see. All right. So this is the pilot program. If it is very popular, I will extend. If everybody says, your show is so boring, I don't want, then I'll stop. Okay, so do share with all your friends if you think it'll be beneficial. You don't know who's out there. Especially this MCO, I know it's very, very challenging. Many shops have closed down during this second MCO, and many businesses have closed, and people have lost their jobs. And this is a really, really challenging time for all of us. So you never know who out there will need to hear this. So hey, as part of caring, sharing is caring. So let's do that. Share on your Facebook and tag people as well. And you never know who among their friends will also benefit from this program. Okay, so thank you very much. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Take care. Bye.